Hello, my name is Fabio Matassa and I am an English language teacher and history teacher at the Scuola Superiore per Mediatori Linguistici Gregorio VII. I teach various subjects here. My first subject is called Lingua e civiltà Inglese. It is an English course. It lasts for an entire academic year, and the goal of this course is to help English language students to improve their language level. We begin with a B2 level the first year, and the goal is to reach a C2 level by the end of the third year. As I said, the exam is called Lingua e civiltà Inglese, and so you can understand that we focus both on the English language, teaching therefore English vocabulary, English grammar, syntax, working on both the students' writing, listening and speaking skills. But at the same time, the other key word is civiltà, which means civilization. And in this case, we focus on aspects of society, politics, culture of English-speaking countries. We're referring to the United Kingdom, to Ireland, to Canada, the United States, Australia, and all other English-speaking countries around the world. Naturally, we pay attention to what are the subjects that the students are specializing in. At Gregorio VII, there are students that specialize in international relations, students that focus on tourism, and therefore we do try to talk about, to discuss topics related to their field of studies. The exam is generally a written exam. It is divided into different parts. There is the possibility for the students to take sections of their exam throughout the academic year. Therefore, they're able to focus better on specific parts of the program without having to prepare everything all together. Obviously, the course is structured in a way that the goal is not just to allow the student to take an exam, but the first goal is to help each student to improve their language competencies. At Gregorio VII, I also teach two history courses. One for the so-called laurea triennale, that is the equivalent of a bachelor's degree, and another history course instead in the so-called laurea magistrale or master's degree. In both cases, we are talking about a history course in history of international relations. The course is delivered in English, and the students are expected to do their exam in English. In this case, we are talking about an oral exam in which students will be asked some questions on history topics, and they will need to, we could say, answer to the questions using the English language. In the case of the three-year bachelor's degree course, the history of international relations focuses mainly on 20th century history. We could say from the First World War till 2017, we could say till President Trump's presidency. We try to help students to understand what are the main historical events in the sphere of international affairs, and to help them therefore be ready for future job occupations in which maybe they will be interpreting inside the European Union or at the United Nations, and therefore they need a solid historical and political background. In the case of the History of International Relations exam in the master's degree, we focus more on specific international affair topics, such as war, migration, the status of refugees, environmental issues, and other, we could say, hot topics that any interpreter or translator will need to deal with in their future profession. And so, as you can see, we try to structure these exams, these courses, in a way that they can be useful. They can provide students with concepts, notions, that they will then be able to use in their future job profession. Thank you for your availability, for listening to me.